Markets like Noida, Delhi. In Gurgaon, after dominating markets like Golf Course Extension, New Gurgaon, we are now officially coming to Golf Course Road, wherein we have bought a number of land patches, starting from Sector 43, which is Godrej Miraya, which is one of the biggest land bank that we have. Then we have Sector 54, 56 coming in. So there are back-to-back launches that are going to be coming in. Now, if in case I talk about Golf Course Road, today I don't want to show you something which you know about, because you know that it's one of the premium locations. It's a developed sector. It's called the Millionaires Row. We've created a small AV to show you so that you can see Golf Course Road from our view. Let's talk about Golf Course Road now. So, a developed sector wherein you have schools, hospitals, already a developed ecosystem is what you're going to be pitching to your clients. Now, let me reveal to you Godrej Miraya.
Registration number RC/.
Can I have Subir, who heads the channel sales, to help us understand this product much better?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Subir. Thank you, Neeraj, for giving us this brief download about Godrej and enlightening us about what Godrej has done to our country. And I'm really thankful for Godrej giving me this platform and sharing more information about the product and Godrej. Before giving a download about Godrej Miraya, I just wanted to share a few information which I believe most of you must be aware of that. Since we have already discussed about the location of the property which is on Golf Course Road, and I'm believing that everyone aware about Golf Course Road because most of you have seen this road, your customer must have gone to that road, your investor must have gone to that property in search of buying those properties, must have missed it also because of the rate valuation which has gone up in the last few years. Just sharing a fact, since we are coming up on Golf Course Road, this is the first property in past 10 years which is going to be launched by a brand name developer in India. So most of the customers were not finding a brand A on a Golf Course Road. There might be some here and there developers which tried their luck, but Godrej has opened a new opportunity for a customer who has an aspiration of buying a property on a Golf Course Road. A customer whose family must have died it earlier, but at the moment they are looking as an aspiration that we should have a property on a Golf Course Road. So here we are, here we have Godrej Miraya with us, unlocking the new opportunities for our customers and investors to have a property on a Golf Course Road. Let's have a concept AV first. It says the success which you got it. It talks about the determination which you got it here. It says the discipline which you have achieved in your life. That is what it talks about, the reflection of you. The club, everyone wanted to understand what this property is having the club valuation, because the club is the main brain of the property. That is the most important part of nowadays of any group housing society. We're going to talk about that also. And obviously we're going to talk about in-depth detailing of the luxury that we're going to have it in the next few slides. So this is going to be the main entry, the grand arrival. As you can see, the lot of glasswork has been utilized. We have used the sculptures, green areas, green plantation, proper plantation, the drop-off zone area for the club. This is going to give a new feeling to the customer, a new arrival to the customer, where he's going to feel that yes, he has entered into a 5-star property, making this property as one of the unique property in the upcoming years. The moment I'm going to enter into the tower lobby areas, the grandness of this tower is like triple ceiling height. Nowadays, customers wanted to have a bigger lobby areas. They definitely love to compare with the hotel lobbies. As we have all walked into Taj, you must have seen that the ceiling heights basically as almost the double height of this one. This is the kind of ceiling height which we're going to give it into the lobby areas, making this property a more grandeur feeling to the customer. As I said, the club is going to have the club drop-off area, which is going to make this property as a unique one. Sculptures of reflection, which is going to reflect everything in you, about you, the property, the blues and everything. The triple height lobby, as I said, is going to increase the valuation of this property, making it to a different heights. The reflection of nature. The Aqua is going to bring a new life to the customer. It brings a new smoothness into the life of a customer. Greenery and the greenery and the blueness always bring your soul into that. We all love to have the green. We all love to have the aqua around us. Let's understand what all things that we are planning to come up through the landscape. What we are landscape consultant is planning to come up into this property. Can we have the AV, please?
There is this term called biophilic living. It's really about the human relationship with nature, and this relationship is actually symbiotic. We can't do away with nature in any way. The idea behind the Godrej Miraya landscape is actually surrounding a serene oasis away from the hustle bustle of urban lifestyle. We have created an experiential trail, creating communal spaces of different scale and sizes that cater to different user groups. I always go back to the design principle of genius loci, or the spirit of a place. What we strive to achieve is actually to create the extension of the Wazirabat Ban, the eco-restoration project done by the locals within quite close proximity to the site. So there's like a very strong sense of belonging. We were drawn to the project because Godrej Property themselves commits to sustainable development, and also they emphasize a lot on innovative design principles that go beyond the traditional landscape architecture boundary. Balancing the aesthetic and the maintenance side of things are quite essential to us. For example, just the selection of the material to go for something that's a lot more robust and durable in nature that can withstand the harsh weather condition of that particular site. And on the soundscape side of it is actually to then go and make reference to indigenous plant species that require a lot less maintenance because typically they are less prone to diseases. What we are doing is really like design for people. As a landscape architect, we care a lot about our environment as well. At the same time, we also would like to balance human intervention with nature. So that's pretty much a challenge of a landscape architect. I mean, at least for myself.
So as you can see, there has been in-depth detailing of this product. The landscape team has done a fantabulous work. They have been one of the best landscape architects about in Singapore. And Godrej made sure that since we are coming on Gold Coast Road, this is not only about this product. It is about the legacy of the brand as well. We wanted to deliver something which has not been delivered yet. So that is a kind of commitment that we are giving to our customer, to our channel partners, bringing them onto this board, making them understand कि बॉस जितनी वर्किंग हम लोग कर रहे हैं ना आपके लिए और आपके कस्टमर्स के लिए कर रहे हैं. We just wanted to make sure that when they're going to buy this property and once they go through the entire elements that we are adding into this product, this is going to become an unmatchable product into this entire vicinity. The ecosystem which is there already there we have on the golf course road, this is going to become the crown of that entire location out there. Since, as you must have heard about in the video about the Wazirabad one, that is the longest trail. People usually come around, walk inside because no one can disturb them, and they utilize that area. This is right next to this property. So again, and adding multiple things into the property valuation. So the blues and the greens, which talks about tranquil reflective pools. It's a dining terrace that we're going to have the water place next to that. Poolside pavilion, hammock deck, palm valleys and contemplative trails. Landscape of blues and greens, oval lawns. These are the all elements which are there the part of this property. Coming up with the exclusivity for you. So when I talk about exclusively for you, that means the number of apartments, the density that we have really worked upon. Making sure that customer of your stature, a customer of your valuation is right next to you. The customers or the families which are of like-minded like you, a reflection of you that we are bringing into this product is going to be a part of this product with you. Bringing calmness, bringing the tranquility into this product is the main theme that we are looking at. As I talked about earlier, the valuation of these units, like we are planning to come up with only 250 branded residencies, the valuation, the community will be less than 250 units with us. The per acre amount of people will be lesser than what we have seen in the entire vicinity. All units will be 3-sided open and we're going to have 3 apartments to the core. This is something that we have really worked upon, making sure that all apartments will be having a right amount of energy, right amount of sunlight that should be there in your flat. Making all flats like a Vastu compliant flats, trying our level best to ensure and give it to you. Introducing the Crystal Club, as I was saying earlier also. Nowadays, clubs are the main brain I can talk about of any group housing. Most of the customers wanted to understand what this property is having the club size or what this club is bringing the luxury into the my life. So this is how this has been designed by us, the Crystal Club. Placement of the sculptures, the placement of the water bodies, the placement of the trees, making this club as a floating club. You're going to be surrounded by all the water bodies across this property. You can see that. making this and usage of the correct amount of the glass and the metal cladding, bringing this club at a different level. The functionality of this club will be at a different valuation, adding a new valuation into the customer's life. A walk inside the club with your family member, making you feel best that yes, we bought a great house into a luxury property, adding a values into that, which will be the triple height lobby areas, restaurants, which nowadays is one of the most required things, whether the clubs are having a restaurant area or not. This is being obviously a part of that. The premium glass facade, which is obviously going to create a new valuation to the property and to the club also, making sure that we have an outdoor seating space area, library for our kids, and the business center, making sure that you are not missing any calls. In case you don't want to sit at home, you can use this area for yourself, for your family, or your kids also. We are here to take care of all your physical activities as well, introducing the squash court, rock climbing, jacuzzi, aqua gym, and obviously your relaxation part into the exclusivity of spa and sauna, making sure that you are enjoying your all activities in the lounge areas with the indoor games as well. As you all can see, the placement of the water bodies are made in such a fashion that your all greeneries and your sit-out space makes you that you are part of a luxury property, not nothing less than 5-star or 7-star property. Since we have discussed a lot about greenery and water body and landscape, what about architecture? We haven't talked about that. So let me just help you with the architect who has really worked upon on this product, making this product one of the unique products. Can we have the AV please?
I believe that good architecture is about creating an experience that is memorable, and the experience usually makes a very big difference to how people perceive the project. So how do you craft this experience? Gurgaon is a very large city. So in this project, what I thought is interesting is that we are trying to work with a very efficient floor plan, lesser density, as compared to a lot of other premium projects in the area. In terms of design, we try to work with lesser footprint, small, slim buildings in an L configuration. We plan it in such a way that units don't overlook one another. There is always this craving for connection to nature. We are definitely inspired by the architecture of Singapore, being a garden city. So in terms of access to greenery, it will not be limited to just the plot. The green belt and also the landscaping that we are providing within the project provides ample open space that also creates good movement and air circulation into the project. Luxurious living generally, it's about scale, material selection. So the materials have to be rare and it gives a certain richness to it. We also want to design for privacy. And lastly, we will pay attention to detail in just about every line and every corner of the project. Generally, I would focus on the experience. It has to be something that is impressive and announces a certain arrival into a luxurious project. And everything is designed in such a way that it has the feeling of a resort. So although this is a residential project in the middle of the city of Gurgaon, it feels like you are on vacation all the time. I believe if the space is created well, you will feel this sense of harmony and well-being within you. We want people to be at home in this place.
So this video literally helped every one of us to understand what this we all are talking about, how much in-depth detailing the Godrej is planning to come up with this product. Meticulously, we have worked upon the landscaping part as well as we are working upon on the architecture as we have already seen. We're going to talk about more over that. First of all, we have the arrival experience. Whomsoever is going to come and drop off at a lobby area of my tower, he's going to see that what kind of paver work, what kind of stone flooring I'm going to give it to the customer, making this property as an elegant property. The moment you're going to have a walk in the property, you're going to see the exotic rare feature trees which are going to be planted into the property. At the same time, you're going to have that enjoyment of having that charging points, which every unit is gonna get it for you. High-tech security measures, which is gonna be there for your family, for your friends, whomsoever is there in the property. At the same time, we're gonna use the Italian marble in the living and the dining area, making sure that your bedrooms are having one of the best class high-end hardwood flooring out there. So as we have already talked about the planters parts, we're going to have the Europe imported planters and the light fixtures for the common areas, Singapore-based SKK stone finished facade, wooden underdecking in facade, EV charging point with every unit, luxury air-conditioned Mitsubishi lifts which will be placed in the property, German branded. German branded is a company which is called as Suko, which is going to be used for the windows and the designer main door. We're going to have high-end Gilroy unblock sanitary fixtures, smart lockers in the towers, premium concierge facilities, which is going to be the part of this property. At the same time, we're going to have insulated water supply pipelines. So there is always so whenever we buy a property, we always look at like the new property is going to talk about the new features, because this property is going to take time to deliver. The older properties which are already there in that vicinity definitely lacks all these amenities which we are now putting into that. Since we have already talked about GP Architect and the landscape about STX, I would like to jump to the next slide. So it gives me utmost pleasure to talk about that this building is being certified from IGBC. We being feeling blessed that the Godrej is utilizing the entire energy in a very creative manner. Since we are using it universal design with access to the differently abled, enhanced cross ventilation and natural lights in residencies. It's a green certified material that we are using into this property construction and everything. Double glazed unit glasses with the high reflective indexes and the high number of EV charging points, which is in demand nowadays. As we all know that we all are shifting ourselves into the electric more vehicles. So that's why we require these charging points in more than requirement. So we are working over the same also for the customers. Since we have talked about the product, everything, I guess this now is a time where we all need to discuss about the commercials of the product, and would like now to call upon Mr. Chetan Kakkar, who takes care of the international market for us. A good round of applause for Chetan Kakkar, please.
Thanks, Veer. Wow, Godrej Miraya, reflection of you. How does this sound? Good? Good? Great. Okay. Let me just introduce you with the exciting moment what we are waiting for. Okay. Here, I am here to introduce you the glint, the first tower of Godrej Miraya. This is how the building facade look like. Glint is a completely reflection of Miraya. Are we waiting for this? Yes? Yes? Okay. So this is the payment plan. We have kept a very flexible payment plan for our customers. It's a breather for the customers, you know. I mean, you can take the pictures if you want. So we have given a very relaxation payment plan for the customers. I would like to talk something on this. Our announced price was 45,000. I think everyone was aware of. I mean, we were initially when we were meeting all the channel partners and we were interacting with a lot of people. So the company has decided to launch this particular price, and then we got a very good response on this particular price, and we have collected a lot of EOIs, you know. And after a few days, you know, when we were giving a feedback to the company also, so we came up with some exciting price, which we actually wanted to share with you also. I'm sure, I mean, we all are here for that particular price only. The final price of Godrej Miraya. How is this? Good? So this is the final price. So we have a typology of 3 BHK, where we are giving a price of 9.49 and 10.10, and 4 BHK is like 13.64 to 14.64. Relaxed payment plan we have already shared with you. And the best part is the first transfer is free after 30%. You can click the pictures if you want. I would like to add something here. I mean, though my colleagues have already shared with you all the details about the project, about the grand arrival, the clubhouse, amenities and everything, Neeraj has already spoken to you about the, our presence across the cities in India. We are having our presence across other countries also. We are already having a presence in Middle East. We have our presence in Singapore. Very soon we will be having a presence in UK and US market also. Our team is already hired, and not only this, we are doing a lot of events, back-to-back events, in this month and next month. So we have our events in Singapore, we have our events in Dubai and US and UK market. And very soon we will be meeting you one-to-one also, so that we can discuss all about all these events. And this is all exclusive events for the customers and only exclusive for Miraya. I would like to call Mr. Rahul Ranchan. Rahul is heading NCR 1. He's the regional sales head of entire Godrej for NCR 1. Rahul, please.
Yeah, thanks. I think they were not prepared for me. First of all, thank you so very much for coming down. My name is Rahul, and it gives me immense pleasure that we are interacting with the Delhi crowd. For a very long period of time, what I have seen in Godrej, that a lot of people are buying in from Delhi, and Godrej has been filled with, I think we all know that the Delhi population has bought in. If you look at it very deeply and understand the dynamics, the people, what they're doing is they have two markets what they're buying into. One is the Dwarka Expressway market. All the West Delhi is primarily looking at the Dwarka Expressway market. And second market is Golf Course Extension market, wherein a lot of South Delhi, Central Delhi people have moved in. I think a lot of your customers would have moved in that part. The major reason what I see is all these things, the guys have explained it beautifully. The property having swimming pool, the community areas, you don't have to bother about security, and the kind of people that you're living along with, the society, the festivals, how they are celebrated. I think that is creating that difference in people's lifestyle. So that is why people are moving towards Gurgaon, primarily Dwarka Expressway and Golf Course Extension Road. But once you look at it deeply, why Golf Course Extension Road? Because what has happened in the past few years, which we all know as realtors, that the Golf Course Road has gone out of pocket. And how it has gone out of pocket is, we have all been hearing about 50 crores, 60 crores, 70 crores like property, and not everybody would be comfortable buying in that, and the opportunity is fairly very limited. One of my team members, they just said it is the first launch after 10 years, and that is why the kind of price that we have introduced. If you look at the opportunity, how it is, there is very few opportunities that are going to come up. We would have 4 of our launches, 2 of the other launches from other developers would be there, and that is about it. After that, for I think next 20-25 years, there won't be any launch in Gurgaon Golf Course Road precisely. Why is that? Because obviously everything is developed till it comes to redevelopment. As we all know how GK market is, I've lived in GK, as we know how Vasant Kunj is. We are waiting for it to get redeveloped because of the fact that it is now got old, but the price it commands is because of the location it had. Golf Course Road, what I would say is the kind of location that everyone wanted, but went out of pocket. So that is why we came up, we precisely thought that all our customers should make money out of us as well. It should not be that only the developers and the people who are delivering should be the people who go out, make money, and customers are there to suffer. So that is why this attractive price, sub 10 crores, trust me on this, I know that you all would know there is nothing on Golf Course Road, so this would be the last opportunity that anyone would get, I think, for next 20-25 years to be part of Golf Course Road. So that is all about my thought that I have for why your customers and even you, if you are looking for, to invest in this. The second would be the kind of product this is. If you look at the customer profiles that we already have, we have introduced Glint, but we are almost out of it. But you would then say that if you have already sold, as Chetan was saying, we already have a lot of UIs bookings happening. Why we are in Delhi? Because this is the first of the lot. We have 4 projects, we'll be starting off now. With every project, we'll be bringing in something very new to the table. And what we want you is to participate in that, get your customers in, make them understand the locality and everything. If this project, this building, no problem. If the other one, that is also fine. Because, if I put an approximation, we will be putting somewhere around 15,000 crore worth of inventory in 1 year in this particular micro market. Another thing is, it is not that, somebody says Golf Course Road, Gurgaon is new for Godrej. We started our bid with one of the most expensive commercials that there is in Gurgaon, in fact in northern India, that stands on Golf Course Road. We have not talked about it because we have not received OC. But in next 2 to 2.5 months, we will be getting our OC when we will be shifting inside that office. Mr. Pirosha Godrej would be having his office inside it, and that currently is already leased out, but it is the most expensive property on Golf Course Road. If you ever go to Golf Course Road, there is a prominent building by the name Global Foyer. Just opposite to it, on the next side of the road, you will see this iconic building. It's a beautiful glass facade building. Have a look at it. That is the time when we started Golf Course Road journey 4 years back. Now we are coming up with residential locations. This price, this project, with the kind of clientele it has, we already have somebody who heads, the biggest restaurant chain in northern India. We already have a very profound, the public agencies, as you call it, the PR agencies, the personal relationship agencies, their owner buying into it. One of the top government officials, that is why, Sukhbir, very politely just highlighted we have high-end security, but let me tell you that the security this building has is equivalent or has been replicated of the Ministry of Defense that it has. So we took this idea from this high-end government official. You would be thinking why I'm not taking names, because we have already signed an NDA that we won't be disclosing the names of these people. We already have one of the big profound celebrities from the fashion industry. So yes, we have all these kind of people, and we would want your customers who have similar traits to come and join this particular project and this beautiful journey with us. If I keep on saying, you would understand from my words that I can go on and go on. But the drinks and dinner is after this. Please join us for that. We are available for all the conversation you have. Any client meetings that you want to have, our meeting is there to help you better. Thank you so much for your time. The drinks and dinner is now served. My name is Rahul Mansur, signing off. Thank you so much for being here.